Hi,
हेलो मैम, हाय।
I'm good. How are
वेलकम टू
you?
योर। आई एम गुड, आप
First,
बताओ।
first live video.
फर्स्ट लाइव वीडियो, आई एम सो एक्साइटेड। थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग इन।
No problem. Are we
ओके
waiting for
मैम,
more people to join?
शुड वी वेट फॉर 5 मिनट्स?
Yeah. Where are
ओके
you
ओके
from
नो।
exactly?
मैम, दिल्ली।
Oh, nice. So
एंड
there,
यू
there
वर
are a lot of.
born?
I was born here, brought up here.
ओके, ग्रेट।
I can I hear my voice echoing? Like I can feel like I can hear myself twice.
मैम, आई थिंक आई कैन फील द सेम वे, बट टू मी यू आर वेरी क्लियर।
Okay. All right.
मैम, हाउ इज द कोविड देयर?
Don't ask. Stuck at home. But I'm still working, but like twice a week, thrice a week, not full fledged.
राइट, सॉ योर स्टोरीज।
Yeah, I'm doing only extractions. You're such a
ओके।
cool dentist. Rohan, please leave. Shama ma'am, use headphones. I don't have headphones. My headphones don't work. Hi, Darshan. It's echoing.
Going. Is it?
Hmm. What to do? Should I get headphones? I don't know. I'll have to search for them.
If you can, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then I'll join you in like 5 minutes. Wait.
Okay, okay, sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
Ma'am, there were so many huts for you. People were saying that few people live next door. You can buy their, you can borrow their AirPods
Oh God.
and cutest smile and I don't know what not.
It's okay. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. So I have few
Yeah.
questions for you listed out.
Yeah.
And the first one goes like, for people who don't know you, I don't know who people they are, but still, tell us about yourself and how you go from where you were and
Hmm.
where you are now, like your journey.
Okay. So I have been asked this question a lot of times. Like the last time I did my webinar, also somebody asked me the same question. I think it was this doctor called Dr. Pooja, and I think she's here also. So
Okay.
I never, when I thought about it, I have never done anything out of the box. Like I've never been a topper. I've never got a gold medal, but I've always been very, very practically oriented. So when I
Right.
first finished my final year, so the next day only, I had started observing a dentist. So in that time gap of that 1.5 month between your final year and internship, those holidays, I had already
Yeah.
observed like 3 dentists already. And
Okay.
then when internship came, I joined one of my professors and I was working with him. So I was going to college, and then from college straight I was going to work, and that continued for like, oh, she's here. And that continued for like 3 years at least. So
Okay.
I have always been very, very practically inclined. And so I've always observed that, how people are working, how dentists are working, how is their practice picking up. And the
Hmm.
biggest opportunity that I got was when I had the opportunity to observe Dr. Suchetan Pradhan. So everyone
Okay.
already knows him and he doesn't need any kind of introduction. But I think on the third or fourth day of shadowing him, I saw Amitabh Bachchan on the chair, and I was like, I was hit that time. I was like, shit, this is where I want to be. And right now I'm nowhere close to where I want to be, but I've always looked upon dentists to inspire me. So I kept thinking that, what are they doing, how are they doing it, and there has to be a secret. You can't
Right.
just become big overnight.
Yeah.
So, and because of him, I decided that I'm going to do my post graduation in prosthodontics now. So
Okay.
so yeah, so cut to prostho. I have had an amazing set of mentors who never stopped me from doing anything. So DY is usually very well equipped. So we had all the machines available. So I learned how to use the laser machine. I learned cautery. I learned how to use the implant locator, and it was very funny because in our college there was a norm that prosto PGs, they don't place implants, only perio and OS, and I think that is they're
Okay.
everywhere. They're only perio
Yeah,
and
maybe.
they're
Yeah,
only
ki
perio
OS.
and OS place implants, and we were only supposed to restore implants. So we, so I, our batch actually was a trendsetter, and we I by the end of 3 years I had placed like 84 implants, and I had restored all of them with different kinds of prosthesis. Like I've done a hybrid denture, I've done
Hmm.
a bar supported denture, I've used locators, I've done the socket
Okay.
shield technique, then I
Hmm.
have done the full mouth rehabilitation with all three philosophies. And there are so many things like fiber posts and uh, like even maxillofacial prosthesis, finger prosthesis I've done. And
Okay.
by the end of 3 years I had done at least like 8 to 9 veneer cases. So I was
Okay.
always working. So when I started my practice, it was never like, I'm doing something for the first time. It was, for
Right.
me, it was just one more, just one more makeover, or just one more case. So
Hmm.
that's the thing, that I've never stopped working. And that's all about my journey. I don't have any inspiring journey as such. But
And where do you look up to, like in your future? Where do you want to be?
I
The Okay, ma'am. So you have more than 55,000 followers on Instagram. So what is your social media journey and how did it took off?
so social media. Wait, I'm getting a video call. I don't know how. One sec. So social media is obviously very close to my heart, and there are two aspects to it. So number one is I always wanted to look beyond dentistry, and social media gave me that
Okay.
platform to just look beyond dentistry. Like, it is not just about your teeth. It is about
Right.
your face. It is about your, there are like maxillofacial prosthesis, finger prosthesis, eye, nose, everything. So it is
Hmm.
not just about teeth. And secondly, it's like I wanted to change the perception of dentistry in people's mind. Like today when you think of today when you think about dentists, they are always considered like a separate entity from doctors. People
Right.
always say that dentists are not doctors, because when you talk about doctors, they say that they are healers and they cure diseases. But uh, but people never considered us to be doctors, because they always thought that okay, you're just a dentist, you're not a doctor. And
Yeah.
I feel like that is really wrong, because we are doing something that is life changing. We are treating diseases. The mouth is a part of the body, and we are doing something that is life changing. So
100%.
yeah, so that was about it. So I started off, and it just happened. I don't know how it happened. Probably because when I started off using social media, I used to just put out whatever I used to do. So as a postgraduate also, my first implant case, I had put it up saying that this is my
Yeah.
first implant case. So it started off from there, and I just kept putting everything that was happening, and it just took off from there. Although I know that a lot of people have told me that I'm lucky, and just because you have a good face, people are following you.
No,
But
ma'am. Please.
I've
It's
heard
just
that
your
a
work.
lot. I've heard that a lot. But I feel like eventually it is all about your work. Like your work,
Yeah.
your work, what do you say, speaks for itself. So even if it is, even if it is just, people say that it is just luck or looks or whatever. But I feel like it's all, in the end, it all boils down to your work.
Right. Maybe your
So,
smile, your voice is just the benefit of it.
so that was it.
Ma'am, the next question is one of my favorites and really want to know who was your first TV or Bollywood patient and how was your experience? And especially, is there any difference in like treating the entertainers or actors or the famous personalities than treating anybody normal, like not so
Hmm.
famous?
So I have actually never been starstruck except for that one time when I saw Amitabh Bachchan on the chair. But after that, I've never been really starstruck. So for me, it is just like a set of 32 teeth, and I know that I have to give my best to those 32 teeth. But obviously,
Right.
I am a little nervous because they have their own set of issues and they are really anxious because they are on the screen all the time, so nothing can go wrong. But
Right.
at the same time, I feel like I've spent so much of my time doing a certain amount of cases and reaching some level of perfection, and I feel that it's all worth it because that's the kind of perfection that they demand. So
Right.
so it is all about your work. You have to know what you're doing, you have to be confident in what you're doing, and they all are really close to me and they all support me a lot. So that's about it. I don't think it really doesn't make a difference for me that I'm treating someone and someone who's a celeb or a normal person. It's the same.
Ma'am, who was
It's
your first celeb that
first
undergone your treatment?
first celeb, one of them is here also. Yuvraj. He's a hockey legend. And then there is
Wow.
then there is OH's prank called AJ. He's also another legend of his own. But so it first started with Sneha Kapoor. So she was actually one of my friend used to work at Shambak. He was an instructor.
Okay.
So Sneha was his friend. So Sneha just came to me. I just did a cleanup for her, and then it just started off. Like then it went to Apar Shakti, Yuvraj, AJ, everything.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And ma'am, that perfection you were talking about, and we should be
Hmm.
confident about it. This comes with experience and practice.
Yeah, yeah. You have to have a lot of patient exposure. So, like I said, in MDS, you have to make sure that you're doing a lot of cases because when something like that comes to your private practice, it's just like, okay, I'm just doing one more case. It's not like you're doing
Mhm.
something new or you've never done it before. So,
Right.
to get that kind of confidence, you have to keep working.
Ma'am, the next question was very common from the dental students who are undergoing their graduation. And it
Hmm.
is like how dental students can get the best of quarantine or the lockdown as examination rates fluctuate. And they, as a dental student, want to know ki, from dentistry point of view, what they can get the best out of this time.
So if it was me, I would have just chewed my books right now because I was quite nerdy. I used to just buy heart everything. So if it
Yeah.
was me, yeah, if it was me, I would just chew my books. But again, I feel like they are losing out if you see because it's like 3 4
Right.
months of not going to college. That means 3 4 months of not doing patients. That
Patience.
means 3 4 months of not having that much of practical knowledge.
Yeah.
So what you can do is you can right now just go on YouTube, go on Instagram, and just keep seeing videos because there is so much good content out there. So just keep
Right.
seeing videos of extractions, keep seeing videos of veneers and anything that interests you, and then just correlate it with your theory. And then there is a typhodont. You can always sit and practice your preps on the typho. So you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
do
it's
that.
back.
I can't hear you for some reason.
Is it
Huh.
now? Okay. It got paused.
Yeah, and also because of COVID, I feel like everything is really slow.
Yeah.
But on the brighter side, like right now, because of COVID, everyone is using technology a lot. Like like if you feel oh, it's Frank, you just shut up. You're distracting me. So I feel that everyone is communicating through technology a lot. So everyone is setting up Zoom sessions. Everyone is doing
Right.
FaceTime. Everyone is doing video conferencing, and because of that, they are so close to your screen that they can see their teeth more closely. So in this
Right.
lockdown, I've seen a lot of these people saying that I don't like this tooth of mine, I don't like my smile, and
Hmm.
every time I go on a Zoom call, I notice it even more. So people are
Yeah.
getting people are getting more aware of these things because of the lockdown. So I feel like even though everything is slow, it's actually pretty amazing for us.
Right.
and I, and I've been working since 2 weeks, like doing disinfections and all. So I feel that now, like when earlier somebody used to come to me, they would be like, okay, this tooth is paining you, take it out. But now
Hmm.
it's like okay, can you check for my right side also? Can you see if that tooth is going to give me problems later? Then I rather get it out now than wait for it to
Now,
happen later. Like
yeah.
even for cavities, I feel like people are telling me that, doc, just see how many cavities I have, and if you feel that it's going to go for a root canal, then just do it right away. So
Hmm.
I feel that they are not even just aware about their general health, but they are now more aware about their oral health also, which is amazing for us because there's more awareness. So
And
yeah,
ma'am, especially during lockdown, some are getting their first life done.
yeah, that's me. Although I've attended a lot of webinars, and
Yeah,
a lot
right.
of dentists have told me that things are going to get really slow, and no doubt it is slow because we are not going to be able to take in walk-in patients anymore because of their
Exactly.
history and all of that. Like you never know from where they are coming. But at the same time, it was always about quality more than quantity. So even if you're having that one patient, you're doing just one patient in a day, you're still making sure that that one patient has like the perfect 32 set of teeth. So
Right.
it's boiling down to quality over quantity.
And
So
ma'am,
I feel like,
how was your experience with the PPE? Like,
oh no, garmi. Yeah, it's a
exactly.
lot of donning, doffing, and plus when you reach home, you're constantly worried that did I do something wrong? Did I just contract the virus? Did I touch
Right.
something here and there? And I feel like I already have corona because I feel like somewhere I must have done something wrong.
Wrong.
Yeah, but let's see how it is. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. So we know why you choose MDS. But ma'am, is MDS necessary? And what are the 5 basic skills that any graduate should have so that he can open his own practice?
So for me, I feel MDS made a lot of difference because I got a lot of exposure. But this was back then. Like right now, I feel that with the NEET, we did not have NEET. We had CET. So
Right.
right now with the NEET and all of that, I feel it's up to you. It's your personal choice. Even if you don't do MDS, it's fine. You can always do courses that are
Yeah.
equivalent to all the MDS. So how I zeroed down on a specialty was because I wanted to. I always looked upon Dr. Pradhan, so he was doing Prostman, and I saw a lot of veneer cases, so that's how I decided that this is what I want to do. So he was actually my inspiration to do that. And but obviously, I'm always going to be biased towards Prosto, but I feel like you should just do what you are good at. Like if you are not liking what you're doing, you're never going to be passionate about it, and then eventually you won't even be good at it. So if you like ortho, then just go and do ortho. If you like OS, if you like extractions, then just do extractions.
Right. Ma'am, so the
And
5 qualities that a
yeah, so the
BDS should
five.
have.
So before, so these are my 5 qualities that I feel like you should have. They're nowhere in the book. So for the
Okay.
first quality, I feel like you should have a lot of knowledge. That is the basic. Especially your theoretical and practical knowledge has to be there. More of practical knowledge than theoretical. So when I started my MDS, I had in the first year I had made a list of all the special cases which my seniors had done, and then I made
Mm.
sure that by the end of the third year all those special cases, at least most of them, were ticked. So just
Okay.
make sure that you're doing your LD and thesis, just getting done with it fast, because that is not going to really matter to you. But think
Hmm.
about the cases that you might get in your private practice, because you should know how to deal with that, and then just
Right.
keep doing a lot of cases. So the first is knowledge. Your base has to be really really strong.
Okay.
And the second is communication, that if you are very your theory and your Deepak Kalra is also one of my patients.
Uh-huh.
So hi Deepak, hi. So yeah, communication. So when even if your theory and your practical is on point, if you're not able to communicate with your patient, then there is no point of it. You have to treat your patient like they are your own family members. Like don't overdo it. Like don't overpromise, or just don't overpromise or overdo things. But you have to communicate with your patient really well. The third, which is according to me extremely important, can you see me now?
Ma'am. Yeah. Ma'am, from the third
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. Third point is financial management, that I feel
Okay.
like we are not taught about this in college, and also dentists are really bad at business because we have zero financial knowledge. We have
Right.
zero financial knowledge. So it's very important to know before you open a private practice how to do cost cutting, and
Okay.
how to do cost cutting without affecting the quality of your work, because at the end of the day you have to keep reminding yourself that you are not just doing this as a hobby, you're doing this as a
Yeah.
business. Like, this
Right.
is going to be your living for the next few years. So
Yeah.
you have to know how to just, it's not just about breaking even, you have to excel. So
Hmm.
your financial knowledge has to be on point. The
Yeah,
fourth one
fourth.
is of is of course marketing. You have
Okay.
to know how to market yourself, and if you don't know, then you can attend my webinar. I'm doing my webinar on social media and marketing on the 15th 16th of July. so
Okay.
you so you can always attend my webinar. But like, if you think about it, if you and me both know that you are really good, but a third person doesn't know that you're good, and the third person
Right.
is not going to know that you're good unless and until he comes to you, and he's
Yeah.
only going to come to you if he knows that you're good. So
Right.
he's going to
Right.
know that he's going to know that you're good only when you put yourself out there. So
Hmm.
you have to know how to market yourself. Marketing is extremely important. It was not important before. Like, earlier people used to say that word of mouth is the only way to market yourself, but I feel now social media is the new word of mouth. So you have to
Right.
know how to market yourself. And the last one is dealing with negativity and competition. so
Okay.
So, as a postgraduate and as a practicing dentist, I have seen a lot of professional rivalry that happens. But at the end of the day, there are a lot of people who are going to be jealous of you, even as a postgraduate and even as a practicing dentist. But you have to make sure that you have to know it for yourself that they are jealous because you're doing something right. That you're doing something that they can't do, or maybe you're better than them, and you just have to learn to cut out all the negativity and just keep doing what you're doing. And competition is always going to be there, so you just have to stick to your own lane and just do what you have to do. So
Okay.
those
So,
are,
ma'am,
according
there
to
was,
me, my 5 points.
ma'am, the great skills. And ma'am, there was one question that how can we join your webinar
Webinar,
on
so
sales?
just send me a DM. I'll send you
Okay.
the details.
Okay. And ma'am, from your skills, I just noticed that it's not just about the dentistry, it's about your how to not just being a dentist, but other skills are required, which is sales and
Exactly.
marketing
Yeah, marketing and your financial knowledge.
knowledge,
Because
right?
because if you're spending more on material and you're charging your patient less, eventually you're going to go in a loss. So
Right.
you're just not doing it as a hobby, you're doing it as your living. So you need to know how to do your cost cutting. And that I've seen that no, so many dentists, they don't know how to do it because they are just getting out, and they're enthused about everything, they're enthused about working and doing a lot of patients. But eventually when it comes down, they are not making anything because they are not planning it that way.
Right. Okay. So, ma'am, what's the future and scope as a prosthodontist? What you can see, and especially after this COVID?
See, I feel that I told you, like, a lot of dentists, they have put up in their webinars saying that things are going to be slow now. But I feel like you should just take it in your stride. And I feel that people are getting more aware. So it is actually beneficial for us because people are aware that now, it's not just about one tooth. I rather get all my teeth checked and then
Right.
go about it accordingly. So even though things are going to be slow, you might just be seeing one or two patients a day, but you have to make sure that at least those two patients are having like the perfect set of teeth. So
Okay.
the future, I feel, is bright only because
Hmm.
everyone has 32 teeth and India has a huge population, and every day new people are born. So again, you're going to have new 32
Right.
teeth, new
Right.
32 teeth to take care of. So how
Okay.
much ever you say there is going to be saturation, there is not going to be too much saturation because new people are born every day and they're all going to
Ma'am,
have 32 teeth.
right. Ma'am, there was a research conducted by the DCI, I guess. So according to that, the patient and dentist ratio in India is still less. Like for 5 to 6,000, there is one dentist. And
Yeah,
mostly are concentrated in the urban areas, therefore rural doesn't have, and therefore quacks
exactly. Yeah,
born there.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, saturation, so there is scope.
Saturation is there in every field, but you just need
Exactly.
to know how to stand out.
Right. So ma'am, finally, any one takeaway message for our audience and especially the budding dentist?
Okay, so just before I was doing this live, I put up a thing that DM me your questions, and at
Right.
least 6 of them have messaged me asking that if I belong to a family of doctors or dentists, or if I'm a second generation dentist. And
Right.
just when the whole Sushant Singh thing happened, I had put
Yeah.
up something saying that I'm going to actually talk about the struggles that dentists are going through right now.
Right.
And I remember that time 2 people had messaged me. One told me that she's divorced and she has a baby and she has shut down her clinic. And
Okay.
the other one told me that he's taking antidepressants and anti-anxiety medication because he's not able to cope up with the burden because of the rent and all that. So
Right.
actually, my advice or what my message is for all those people who are facing so many troubles right now, that if you are like me, I'm not a second generation dentist. If you are not belonging to a family of doctors, if you are not like hand dished out opportunities, if you are not given everything on a platter, if you are not born with a golden spoon, if you have
Right.
no connections, no resources, but then you have something that is actually a boon for you because you have something that is so exclusively unique about you, and nobody can take that away from you. So you
Right.
have to create your own niche anyhow. So it's just that I would just like to say that you have to be fearless, you have to be aggressive, because I'm very aggressive and
Mhm.
I've always been very too flamboyant, too loud, too outspoken, but that's how it should be. Like, you shouldn't
Right.
apologize for how you are, and
Yeah.
just throw yourself out there, believe in yourself, and eventually hard work pays off. So it's all going to
Mhm.
come back to you sooner or later, and when it actually does, it's going to be your own. So
Right.
at some point, you're always going to be proud of it.
So ma'am, just keep striving no matter what
Yeah,
happens.
just keep working hard. It's all going to pay off eventually.
Okay. So ma'am, my questions are over. If you have any
Okay.
questions from the live, we can take that for sure.
Rohan, I know that you're a first generation counselor. Government versus private college for MDS. See, I was in a government college. I was in a private college, so I think that we got a better hand in terms of equipment, because we had the laser, we had the electrocautery, we were able to place so many implants. So I feel government college, like equipment wise, they are not very equipped. So I would always say do it from a private college. Like, the exposure is definitely more in a government college, but according to the latest technologies, it's better to always have knowledge about the new
To,
equipments that are there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you love to sing?
Sing? No, not at
Yeah.
all. Not at all. I'm a very bad
There is a
singer.
request of a nice song.
I can't sing. For sure. I can't even dance for that matter. Best time to
Oh.
brush, morning and night. Unsure, any message for me? You should be giving me messages. Devinder. Oh, Devinder is again another hockey legend. He plays for India. So hello,
Ma
Devinder. Hi, Harsh. Who told that I love to sing? Oh God, don't just ignore all this. Hi, Priyanjali. Various courses that you can do. So you can do many courses. First, I would suggest do a full mouth rehabilitation course by Dr. Ali Tunkiwala and Udita Khair, because it's amazing. and you can always do aesthetic courses from Dr. Deepak Machala. He's like a pro in direct composite veneers, so I have done that. Then you can always do a rotary endodontic course from PD Joshi. You can do your bonding course from Dr. Sunil Bulabhai. These are all that I have done, and you can do social media dentistry from me. Then
Yeah, there is a question that is there any connection between cosmetology and dentistry?
there is, but I have not ventured into it. Like I have seen a lot of dentists who do Botox and fillers, but I
Yeah,
think I would never do it because that is something that can, if it goes wrong, it will go wrong majorly. And we are not trained to actually know the different, we don't know how to manage the complications. And the
right,
people who actually go for Botox, they are little, they are always a little more aware and they know what they're doing. So they can
right,
always, get back at you. And just one
right.
small little bit overdose can really mess up your face. So there
Exactly.
is a connection, but you have to be really trained in how do you manage it.
Okay.
From which college have I completed my BDS? I've done it. I've done both BDS and MDS from DY Patil, Nerul. So that's that.
What's your what do you think about forensic odontology?
I don't know much about that. I don't think I'm ever going to get into it because it's too slow, I feel like. Like, I don't have
Okay.
the patience to sit and find and, be a detective. I cannot do it. So,
Okay.
I wouldn't ever get into that space.
Right. So you want to do the work and you want to see the results also,
Yeah.
like soon.
Yeah. Yeah. My patience level is not that great. So, I'm a queen of digital marketing. She helped me become famous. Oh, God. Thank you for being so motivating. Thank you. Did you work in a private clinic during UG? Yes, I did. So in UG, I did it in PG also. So in UG, I was in internship, and in that span of between the final year and internship, I was working, and even in post graduation, I was working. In fact, I told you I did my first whitening in my
Right.
second month of my first year of PG in a private
Okay.
practice, because that dentist was really supporting. So even my first implant, I did it in PG only. So my second year,
Oh,
I had placed my implant in a private practice. I had done my first veneer case also in my second year of PG only. So when I actually
okay.
started my private practice, it was like I'm not doing anything,
Anything new?
out of the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ma'am, best time to start preparing for MDS entrance exams.
Anytime is the best time. If you want to start now, you start now. You
I
have to
think
study a
lockdown
lot.
has given these people a lot of
Yeah,
quality time.
correct. And if I was in their place, I would have really chewed up everything. So AJ Singh, I know extraction. So about him, he's had major of wisdom teeth extraction, which I don't do because I've always called the oral surgeon. So he's
Right,
mocking me, but he needs to know that some people are qualified only to do certain procedures. Like
right.
prosthodontists are not trained to do disimpactions. So it's a good thing
Yeah.
that I'm not doing it and I'm calling someone else to do it. Otherwise, he would end up in a paresthesia. How? Oh, yeah, this I already answered. I think we don't have any more questions, no?
We have covered, I guess, most of them.
Yeah. Shadowing right now is going to get complex. Of course, I don't think anybody's going to shadow any dentist for at least a year.
Hmm.
So that's the downside.
Ma'am, what all things come in prosto? Like just to name a few treatments.
So the best one, my favorite is veneers. Then There is crowns, there's bridges, there is implants, there's dentures, there is removable partial dentures, there is CPDs, RPDs, everything is there in Prosto. Even maxillofacial prosthesis. That's all a part
Ma'am,
of
this
Prosto.
veneers comes in smile designing also.
Yeah, it's actually cosmetic, so even
Right.
endodontists practice veneers.
Right.
But 70% of dentistry is prosto. So
Hmm. Okay.
yeah, on a serious note, that's an excellent point. Dentists are as much as doctors as any other doctor in India. We are obsessed with terminology. You are certainly a doctor in your own way. Yeah, that's true.
Ma'am, yes, one question that in my college time there were a lot of implant courses going on. So should a BDS go with an implant? Because when I'm pass out, nobody would like to get an implant from me.
Hmm.
So should we do it or shouldn't we do it?
If you're confident, then do it. If you're confident
Okay.
enough, if you've done enough, like don't try out on a patient. Don't make a patient a guinea pig. So if you've done it, at least I feel like you should do at least minimum 10 implants in the posterior region, at least before putting an implant in a private practice. So
Okay,
minimum
right.
10 for posterior and minimum 20 for anterior, because there are a lot of complications that happen in anterior implants
Right.
not placed right.
Right.
So, but if you're confident enough, then you should just go about and do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there are no more questions anymore.
Could you talk about how you started your own practice? Is sharing a practice a good idea?
Not at all. You should be on your own from the very beginning. So
Okay.
how I started my practice, so I had a friend of mine, so I was in partnership with her, and that's how, and we started a clinic in the final year of our post graduation.
Right.
So like just so that we didn't want to have a waiting period, so we started the clinic in the last year of our PG, and then it just took off, and then now we are on our own. So
Okay.
it's always better to start off as early as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Being a famous designer, I like a famous dentist. Just ignore all this. They're just pulling my leg, all of them. Why they shave teeth for veneers? So shaving is not like a right term, I would say. So what
right.
we do is we shape the teeth. We don't shave the teeth off. So we shape the teeth, we make space for the veneer, and even the shaping is not much. It is just that it's just a 0.3 mm roughening actually that we do, and just making margins so that there's place for the veneer to come on top of your teeth.
Right.
Can you make a separate video on various courses you can do? Of course, I'll do that.
So, ma'am, you plan to practice only prosto like in future or
Yeah,
like the
in
general?
future only prosto. Like I hate root canals, so I only do root canals till the first molar. I don't do any root canals beyond the first molar.
Right.
So, and I've always thought that you should just you're doing MDS for a reason, so you should
Right.
focus on what you're giving yourself those 3 years to expertise. So always do what your expertise says. But obviously general dentistry you can obviously practice, like
Practice.
extractions. Yeah, extractions are always fine. I feel like disimpactions you should always call an oral surgeon, because you don't know the proximity to the sinus. You know,
Right.
but you don't want to get into it because you haven't
Trouble.
done
Yeah.
2,000-3,000 extractions like just the way they have done.
Huh.
Similarly, they will not do veneers because they must have just done 1 or 2 and we must have done more than them. So it's
Yeah.
always like a two-way cycle.
Okay.
What do you think about an implantology course? I feel like an implant course is not enough because you need to do at least 30, and I don't think any course is going to be able to give you that kind of leeway to practice 30 implants.
Right.
30 was what we were told, that before placing an implant in a private practice you should do minimum 10 posteriors and 20 anteriors. So I think post graduation in anything related to implantology will be much better than a course. Like you can do perio, OS, prosto if you're interested in implants.
Right.
Italy
Uh,
versus US versus South America. None. India. India
bang
always.
on, ma'am. Right.
Difference in
Ma'am, yeah,
prosthodontics
I
in the world.
wanted to know.
Hmm.
Ma'am, you just answer this question. I wanted to know something.
Okay. Firstly, I cannot see myself. I can see some comment section. Oh, now I can see myself. Okay. So, difference in prosthodontics around the world. I feel that people in the US, they are not as lazy. So, I have a few friends who are doing prosto and doing DDS over there. So, they do their own lab work, and
Right.
they do their own mock-up, they do their own processing, denture processing, everything from start to finish they do on their own. So I feel that is the only difference that is there between us and them, is that they do their lab work on their own, and we from the very start we don't. Although in government
Mhm.
colleges people still do the processing of their dentures and all, but I know a lot of them who also give it out.
Right.
So so that's the difference.
Ma'am, you plan to open your own lab in future?
No, never.
Okay. So ma'am,
I have. Hmm.
my question was why you chose India over when most of the people are searching for how to go abroad after BDS?
India, because I love India. I never wanted to leave my parents and go. So I got an opportunity in the middle where, people told me that I should apply for the Canada exam and things have
Right,
become very
right.
easy to go to Canada. But
Yeah.
I was never inclined to go abroad as such, because I always wanted to be here and treat my fellow Indians and not just go abroad.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect,
and
ma'am.
also I feel like here, like the investment is much lesser, and I feel like eventually over a period of time you are going to get it back. But US
Right.
is like what you spend over here in lakhs, you're going to spend crores if you want to study in US, and you're
Right.
never going to get that kind of money back. So to
Hmm.
invest, if your family is like really really out of the box, then you can obviously go abroad and set up there. But it's all up to you. It's your personal choice. I know a lot
Okay.
of people who are even there and who are doing exceptionally well. So
Hmm.
it's all on you. So for me, it was India, not because of spending crores over there, but I just wanted to be here. Like
Hmm.
I like having all the street food and all that is not going to be possible
Right.
over there.
Right.
So for me, it was always India.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks. This live session was very informative. Various areas got covered, especially for UG students. Thank you. What is all this? Can we save this session?
Yeah, yeah, ma'am, sure. When this is over, I will put it on the Insta Live and let's
Mm-hmm.
see if it goes out there. And I might record it using the screen recording.
Oh, perfect. What's the best time? This I've answered. Right, we don't have any question anymore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's
Thank
the
you so
scope
much,
in
ma'am.
OMDR? I don't know. I feel like it's a little boring. But if you want to just do it for a tag, then just do it. Because I know that a lot of people do OMDR and Patho for the tag. But I feel like there is a lot of consultation, what do you say, potential even there. Like there are a lot of patients who are, we need to diagnose for a squamous cell carcinoma or something or the other. So it
Right.
always helps over there. So it's okay. If you want,
Ma'am,
if you like it, then do it. I wouldn't do it because it is non-clinical. But if there are a lot of people who are inclined towards non-clinical also.
right.
So again, if you like it, then just go ahead with it.
Ma'am, if it was not prosto, then what it would have been? Maybe OS?
Hmm. Yeah, I think I would do OS.
Right.
I don't like endo for some reason, because I feel like finding those canals is too much for
Yeah,
too
and
little.
you can't be a detective.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have the patience. So, so I would do OS. And I wouldn't ever
Okay.
do pedo also because of the same reason. So, so I would do OS. So yeah, thank you for a wonderful session, Raghav. Thank you, Ayushri. Lectureship, you can. If you want to pursue it, you can pursue it. Yes, all of us are going to lose our teeth one day, and all of us are going to need some implants. So you can always come to us, and we will give you an implant with a hybrid denture or a Malo bridge. Yeah. So the first live session wasn't actually that bad. So
Yeah, see, I told you.
yeah. So thank you so much
Thank you so much,
for
ma'am, please, for sparing out the
approaching
time.
me and for pushing me to do this. Otherwise, I would have never ventured out of my comfort zone. Now I think like this is just like video calling, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it more often.
you should. We all want to
Yeah.
know like your experience, how you go ahead, so that we can also learn at least while sitting at in lockdown.
Hmm. Hmm. Someone asked, does implant hurt? No, not at all. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. So I
See
guess
you. Try to
see
save the
you.
session and send it to
Yeah,
me.
yeah, sure.
Okay, okay, 1 minute. Oh god, so many questions again. Which is a better
With
option, MDS or
MDS.
Army? Or Army Dental Corporation? My god. Army to I don't know. I think MDS is always better. Army again has a lot of, you have to be on time and all that. There's a lot of, I don't know about that. Yeah, take care.
Okay. Thank you so much,
Okay,
ma'am.
see you. Also,
Bye
don't
bye.
forget that my webinar is
Yeah,
on the 15th
on
and
16th.
16th of July. Okay?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
See you.
Bye
Bye.
bye. See you.
Bye. See you.